Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. I'd like to begin to sit down first and foremost by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barasham Yahweh Shai, Barasham Kadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, salutations to the sincere Aki. I'm pushing this truth for no due diligence and sincerity. What you can see on the screen, I'm about to get into the video, is a so-called black woman with her daughter, right, that lives in, originally lived in the UK, but went on a family holiday back to Ghana, and she basically was refused re-entry back into the United Kingdom by the UK government when she was trying to then return back from Ghana, and they basically told her she didn't have the right paperwork. This is a Ghanaian woman that's lived in the UK for over 60 years. Yeah, which again goes to show you why this so-called white man Esau Edom is the devil, and why when we get this devil in the kingdom, we are going to apply that kind of whoop ass to his ass. This 80-year-old woman, I believe she is, has cancer, and she can't even get the treatment that she needs in order to basically treat her condition because Esau Edom won't allow her back into the UK. You got NHS doctors and different bodies that are writing to the government asking them to review the case and allow this woman back into the UK. She's an actual UK citizen, has been living here over 60 years, over 6 decades, and still Esau Edom wants to fuck with her. But this is why we tell you, Jake, man, this man is not here to be your friend. He's not here to support you. He's not here to help you. Esau Edom is the devil. The devil. Yeah? You got to understand that. The devil. And he's going to do what the devil does, man. Which is fuck with you, Jake. Any opportunity he gets to do so. Let's play this video, man.
It's terrible. Really terrible. I just don't know what to do.
What do you do when you're 81 with cancer and told you can't return to the UK, a country you've called home for over 6 decades? Hannah Dankwa finds herself in that very situation with her daughter Akia after what was meant to be a 2-week family holiday in Kumasi, Ghana. Almost 4 months ago, they turned up at the airport to go home and were sent away, even though Hannah is a British citizen.
We were shocked. Mum has travelled from the UK to Ghana and back to the UK with the same documents that we had with us for over 40 years. There's not been a problem ever.
Now she and her daughter have been stuck in a hotel room for 4 months because of a discrepancy in her documentation. Her family is desperately trying to get her home.
My poor daughter have to take me out in the wheelchair sometimes.
Yeah, and there's the longer form video. You can see it on the Channel 4 News social media website. But in short, Esau Edom, these devils have got it to where they're refusing the woman entry back into the UK. She's lived there for over 6 decades. And they're saying she can't come back in there because there's discrepancies with her paperwork. They won't even let the woman back in to get treated to then sort out whatever discrepancies that they claim to have identified. This when we told you the white man is the fucking devil, bro. We ain't just saying it to say it. This is the book of Sirach, 12th chapter, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so with his wickedness. Iron is always going to oxidize. It doesn't matter what you do. You can polish it 1,000 times. You can polish it endlessly. You can store it in a special place in your home where not much oxygen gets in. You can keep it away from sunlight, but eventually iron is eventually going to rust. It's going to oxidize. It's going to rust. As it says here, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You know what that verse is saying? Esau Edom is inherently going to do wickedness unto you. It doesn't matter whether you put him in you dress him up in gold and linen, or if you spray him with the finest perfumes and keep him clean and even teach him how to dance. Edomites have no rhythm, so that's impossible. But you can teach Edomites the scriptures end to end. You could dress them up in all sorts of rubies, pearls, and diamonds. You could treat them nice. You could be nice to them, and they will still be wicked unto you because that is their automatic programming, man. The scripture says the Lord has created all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil. So when the Lord gives through the left hand the instruction for Esau Edom to be the devil, he can't help himself. He can't help the fact that he wants to see Israel fucked up and dead. He can't help the fact that he will literally take everything you have from you, whether it's literally in the form of coming to your country and bombing you in the name of Christianity and democracy, or if it's through taxation, or if it's through manipulation by basically feeding you poison and then blaming you for acting out based on the poison he's fed you. This man will be the devil. The devil is gonna do what the devil's got to do. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass. You know, it's basically ultimately, man, you're gonna know that quite clearly, man, from analyzing this devil closely, that his behavior patterns are all evil, his intentions are demonic, and thou shalt know that his wrath have not been altogether wiped away. Because you see, the Lord created this man to be Satan, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. Satan is gonna do what Satan does, man. No matter how well he's treated. And that's why, like Apostle Tahar said, and I'll reinforce it, the only type of good Edomite is a dead Edomite, because as long as these Edomites are around, they're gonna cause nothing but havoc and hell, man. See, in John 10 and 10, it tells you clearly, one of my favorite scriptures, words of Yahweh Shai himself, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy, whereas Yahweh Shai came to bring life. But guess what? Esau, Edom had such a chokehold on our people that they really said they had no king but Caesar. They wanted to literally, man, show alliance to the devil. And then I guarantee you, a lot of them were caught unawares when 70 AD came and they were obliterated and marched out of their homeland. But this is what happened. This is the product of trusting in the devil and his ways. Set him not by thee, verse 12 says, when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And has he not done that? Go to the land of Israel right now. Are we not overthrown as a people? Do you not have the Amalekites over there trying to claim to be the real people? They can't even pronounce Levi. They say Levi. Judah, Benjamin, and quote unquote Levi. Yeah, but they have no answers for where Zebulun is, or where Naphtali is, or Ephraim. But they claim to be of the tribe of Judah mainly. Some of them you even hear Benjamin. But let's say they claim to be the southern kingdom. Where's the other where's the remaining tribes? Where's the other 9 tribes, man? Like yo, it's a joke. But like it says here, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my word to be pricked therewith. Meaning that this man is always going to try to usurp you. He's going to come into your kingdom, pretend that he's there to operate fairly and practice fair trade. And then a couple of years down the line, you'll notice that your people are starting to die of strange conditions. And that's probably because he's out there giving them smallpox blankets, or infecting them with poisons that he knows that their immune systems are not ready for. And then the next thing you know, he'll marry into your families and start killing important figures, or trying to cause insurrection and spreading lies. Listen, just understand, these devils cannot be trusted. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come now wild beast? You see a man that's playing with snakes, he gets bit. Like, it's a sad story, bro, but at the end of the day, that's your fault for fucking around with wild animals. So guess what? When these Edomites come down on you niggas, yeah, and you have no protection from your heart, Basham Yahushai, that's how we're going to look at you. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? And the answer is, ain't nobody going to show you pity. The answer is, you niggas gotta wake up and understand who the fuck you're dealing with. You're dealing with the devil, man. The devil. Canaan, the reincarnation. He was created to be hated, man. You go into the book of Genesis, the 25th chapter, and it tells you quite clearly, man. Genesis, the 25th chapter, verse 22. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord through the prophet. And the Lord, through the mouth of the prophet, said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So she was going to have fraternal twins, and the older twin, Esau Edom, that came up first, was going to serve the younger, which was a reverse on the normal process, whereas the younger would basically be subservient to the older. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in the womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, as Shushwan, which means wasted away is he, also known as Adullam, red, Edom. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, Jacob, Yahweh the supplanter, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare him. So you gonna understand this. And the score is 20, so free score is 60. So Isaac was 60 years old. Can you imagine having a child now at 60? But like, we gotta understand this. Ultimately, yeah, the Lord separated 2 seeds, the righteous seed, the seed of the righteous, and the seed of the wicked right there, man. That goes back really to Cain and Abel, man, where Cain killed Abel and Seth was raised in this place. But that evil spirit of Cain, man, that had that mark set upon him, came back through the genealogy as Esau Edom, man. Esau Edom goes back to that wicked seed of Cain, man, the first weapon. Literally, the Cain literally I forget the exact Hebrew pronunciation, but as weapon. And throughout the scriptures from then onwards, whether you go to Malachi, whether you go to Romans onwards, perpetually the Lord hated Esau. Malachi 1 and 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Jehovah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Jehovah have indignation forever. So here it is, the Lord has hatred, eternal hatred for Esau Edom. But you niggas want to love him. You want to love him. You want to show love to these devils. You want to be in their of course, you want to operate in their country, fair enough. But you want to be in their company. You want them to accept you. You want DE&I. You want to be equal with these fucking devils when you were created to be superior. Exodus 23 and is it 13? No, Exodus 23 from the top. Thou shalt, verse 2, thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. That's mainly the main point. You see, these devils, whether they're going out to eat shrimp locally or are just doing their F-boy, that flaming shit, that, when they get a bit too drunk and then the men start acting a bit funny with the men and the women start doing their kinky shit with each other, all of that, when they start practicing their unclean practices and not bathing for a week and doing all of that type of shit, you ain't supposed to be around them, because we have a different set of customs, man. And like, the Lord created the nations to be separate. He created Israel to be a people separate from all people, above all the nations upon the face of the earth. It's in the sundry laws, man. You can also read this all throughout the book of Deuteronomy, man. But guess what? Jake want to amalgamate themselves in this place. Like that woman Hannah and her daughter Akua, they're Ghanaians, but they're also part of the Windrush generation, because the Windrush was mainly the West Indians, but you also had a lot of West Africans, man, that came over here, man, with not much paperwork, in the belief that Esau Edom was going to accommodate them and make them British citizens. And now he's basically just telling them, yeah, you can get the fuck out of here. This is the type of shit that we're dealing with. This is the devil, man, that we're having to endure. And that's why, man, ultimately, the Lord's going to kill these devils. You're still going to have 2/3 of our people that want to show love to these devils. But guess what? Proverbs 11 and 21, they'll hand join in hand. The wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. The Lord's going to still deliver his elect. But Esau Edom, these devils, man, brother, I'm telling you, bro, the Lord is going to judge Esau, bro. Gonna judge these fucking devils, and judge them hard. He will. You better believe it. The time's coming, man, where these devils are gonna have to pay for all of the fuckery that they've done. Everything, everything, man. that they've done against Jake, they're gonna have to give account of to this day, man. For everything from even down to things like the music industry that they promote, which is tied into the prison industrial complex, to having Jake out here working their asses off and not getting the same opportunities because the system is rigged against them. The slavery, the time is long, man. You, Jake, also need to wake the fuck up and realize these devils don't like you. They're not here to befriend you. They're here to manipulate and use you, man. And ultimately, if they get a chance to obliterate you, understand that these devils are not here to be our friends, man. They are our mortal number one enemy, man, from the womb. And that woman suffering cancer and not being able to return into the UK is just one of many examples of that, man. Jake need to wake the fuck up. Hope this has been edifying. Shalom.